I don't even know why I have this game on. Now I think about it, I just needed a game on. Like, I am not gonna play this today. Keep it wig. That's what I'm about to do. I'm not playing this game. I'll just have it on because I need to have a game on to say what I need to say. I'm gonna make it quick, but I'm just waiting for people to get here. I'm not gonna out information or put anybody's business. I don't know who would show up. Right? What's up? How you doing? How you doing, by the way, Faith? But long story short, I'm probably gonna repeat this a couple times because people are gonna be stopping in and out. But DWP. So the best way I can explain it is a is DWP incurred a cost, and I had to cover that cost due to a misunderstanding that stems from YouTube, and that's where it's like, okay, I think I need to step away. Because if I never took DWP to you, well, two things. If I never took DWP to YouTube, I wouldn't have met you guys. So there's the blessing. But if I never took DWP to YouTube, I would have never like this other thing that's like this cost was incurred. That would have never happened. And it wasn't until I took care of the cost last night, and then I woke up, and then you know how people say sleep on it. I slept on it, and that's when I was like, wait a minute, all this keeps coming from YouTube. Like I probably need to step away for a second because I'm not a YouTube person. I need to step away. I don't know if it's the season or it was people coming out of COVID or I don't know exactly what's going on, but I think I need to step away for a little bit because I'm getting caught in the crossfire of everybody else's feelings. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. So, right? So, what's going on, Incognito? So I just wanted to, whoever shows up, I'm gonna no. First things first. I'm never gonna say who, right? What it was a cost that DWP incurred, and I had to cover it yesterday. If you want to know, it was $1,500. And then when it was last night, and then where? Well, I mean on the internet, right? But all of it is stemming from my like I do YouTube, right? And YouTube is not. I don't take a dollar. I think the most money I've personally ever taken, like that's ever hit my personal account, was maybe like 200 bucks, if that, right? My personal account. 100 came from what was it? 100 came from pulling Zhongli to no, pulling out Beto. That was Necro. And then the other 100 that hit my account, like both the transactions that I use for personal uses out of a DWP fund, like went towards Zhongli, and I got Zhongli constellations and Albedo, and I think it was like 200 bucks. 100 bucks was when everybody was like pull constellations, and the other 100 bucks is when Necro gave me 100 bucks so I could pull Albedo. When it was like version 1.0 or 1.1 or something, right? Every single solitary other dollar that came into Donor Precision went to Donor Precision. I just had to cover a huge portion of that. Is basically what happened. So I'm going to be stepping away from Donor. I'm going to be stepping away from YouTube, if that makes sense. Like I think I need to step away and process what happened. Like I'm not being given enough time to process everything going on, right? And it's almost like I'm hiding in the stream. So, does anybody have any questions or by the way, how you doing, Ghosty? Anybody have any questions or are they confused about anything? It's just unfortunately there's a lot because as soon as I attach a name to it, you know what I mean? I don't want a mob mentality happening. Not that you guys are a mob, you guys are so not that. You guys wouldn't judge somebody. Like you guys don't do that. You know what I mean? My dealings are my dealings and you guys' dealings are you guys' dealings. And there's two sides to every story. I'm just one side of the story, right? I'm just saying I can't say who, right? I don't think it was a scam. I don't think it was a scam. How did the cost come to be? If I give you a detail, here's what's cold. If I tell you how the well, let me put it this way: welcomes were being paid for. I'll put it. That's the best way I can explain it. Right. So, you know, but now there's a cost. Well, there, I guess, was a cost. Let me put it that way. Well, a couple things happened. So, one, it was a miscommunication, and then two, I get the tax. I guess it got filed wrong, right? I don't know how this tax thing works. So so filing it, I guess, was a big issue, but it wasn't an issue until down. It wasn't like an issue until down the line, right? All of a sudden, it was an issue, but then it wasn't an issue, and then all of a sudden, it was an issue the way it was filed on taxes. But I don't know how the taxes work. I'm gonna be frank, and you gotta excuse my language. I'm a nigga from Oakland. We don't know. We don't get donations, and we don't give donations. So I don't know how this donation thing works. To be frank, you know what I mean? On YouTube, there ain't nobody cutting checks to our society. So I don't know how that works. But I will say, I guess it had to be filed a certain way. So, and it wasn't filed a certain way, right? So there's that, right? So there was miscommunication. It wasn't filed correctly, and then like it wasn't a problem, and then now it's like I don't know exactly what's happening. I don't know exactly what's happening, but for one thing I do know is if I never took DWP to YouTube, this would have never happened. Also, I don't know if you guys remember, but I was like, I don't know if I really want to be doing monetization and all of that. So I'm gonna be I might be taking monetization away, or I don't mind monetization, but I got to turn off super chat and all of that. Like I can't do super chat, I can't do anything like that. And I'm gonna tell you right now, there's a reason why I don't accept anything from people. Let me just say it that way. You know what I mean? Let me just say that. You said what? Shinha speaking. Oh, what's up, Shinha? I'm sorry about that. So does this mean you're like taking a break? Yeah, I'm taking a break. I'm gonna be taking a for real break. Like I need a break. Sorry, but that caught you off guard. No, I'm taking a break. Like I feel like you guys deserve to know that so we got a bunch of new subscribers, right? I cracked the code, I figured out what I wanted to do. I'm like, okay, I know what to do with Doma Precision, and then this cost was incurred. And it's like, okay, well, I don't want to be internet famous that bad. You know what I'm saying? Like it is not that serious. If this type of stuff is what's gonna happen, I don't need it. I was perfectly fine without YouTube. I don't need it, right? I can still do Doma Precision stuff without YouTube. I just need to not do YouTube for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? The only thing happening on YouTube, the only thing really happening on YouTube is the fact that that's where a lot of people come together. But people could come together in Discord. People could come together on Twitch. It just doesn't have to be YouTube. I don't need to be doing YouTube right now. Like, it started with YouTube, and then that cost was due to something via YouTube, and it's like, I don't want anything to do with YouTube right now. I need to step away, mentally process what's going on, because it's not that the cost hurt, it's kind of everything, it's kind of this amalgamation of things. When you go from point A to point B, bam, and you look at it, you're like, dude, what happened and why did I not see that coming? Right? It's almost like I was like, oh, it's cool, it'll be fine, instead of being like an adult and being like, nah, you need to cover all your bases, cuz that's what I was supposed to do, and I didn't do that. You know what I mean? Will you still be doing stuff like streaming on Twitch? Yeah, I'll be on Twitch here and there, you know what I mean? But it's not gonna be like reviews and a bunch of other crazy stuff. It's gonna be on Twitch, and then that's probably it. But I want to make sure that everybody at least has an opportunity, stopping the stream, hear me say it out my mouth. Yeah, I'm taking a break, and then, you know what I mean? But I'm not finna be doing no 9-hour stream today. That's what's not finna happen. As soon as I get off this stream, I'm gonna have a cigarette and I'm gonna go for a walk. I might call the partner up, you know what I mean? Call my best friend and be like, bro, what happened? I need your perspective. You know what I mean? Hit my older sister. Excuse me, what happened? Like, I need somebody else to tell me what happened. Like, I might call my auntie, like, not the one that passed, but I have other aunties, be like, hey, I need you to tell me what happened. I need an old person to tell me what happened. Because nothing about any of this I'm able to really process realistically. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm going to be doing today. You know what I mean? But I want to give everybody at least a chance to stop. But what's going on with you, Applejacks? How you doing, brother? You know what I mean? Shout out to you, by the way. But yeah, like I said, I'm just going to take a couple of maybe like, you know what I mean? Like I wanted to do it all the way up until 1 o'clock because some people aren't available until 1. Some people don't really think I, you know, stream until 1. So I just want to make sure everybody got a chance so I could tell y'all to y'all faces. Not to y'all faces, but I tell you to your face, yeah, I'm taking a break. You deserve to know, do you have any questions for me? You can ask me in real time. You know what I mean? Certain stuff I can't say, obviously. There's legal reasons. There's also, so I don't know if social, it's not social, but it's like, I can't put my thing is I don't want to stigmatize like a person or a thing or whatever. So it's like, there's certain things I can't talk about. All you guys really need to know is that I just had to cover a $1,500 cost for Donor Precision over a miscommunication in the way the taxes were filed. So so that's why I'm like, I need to step away. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. Because there's another tax season coming up, right? And if this happened, like, I don't think you guys understand how many donations we've actually gotten, right? When we had a blowout, I've had people ask for their donations back, right? But they weren't filed like correctly, I guess, right? And rightfully so, I can completely understand that side of the argument. I totally get that part. I just didn't know that that's how it works, where you can donate, and then if it's not filed, you can just you can just get your money back, I guess, or request your money back. Or I don't know how it works. I don't know how it works. As far as the tax part, if that's what the reason is, I don't understand how that works. But the thing is, Donor Precision has given away so many Welkins that I need to process, one, how much did we get as a group? And how big is this cost actually going to be if this keeps happening, right? So if this is one, how many more down the pipeline? Scoop gave us $300. He didn't ask for his money back. I didn't forget about that. If for all intents and purposes, I could probably be giving back like $4,000. That's how many Welkins we're giving away. You guys have to understand this. When I say I didn't take nothing from Donor Precision, I mean it. Like, but Donor Precision has given so much to people, I might have to cover that whole cost. There's a chance I might have to cover that. And that's where it's like, I need to step away. And I don't want to take anything. Because here's basically the long and short of it. If I'm doing this, and then Donor Precision gets money, somebody gave that money. Say a thing and it pisses that person off, and now they want their money back. I don't want the money in the first place. That is the problem. I took the money in the first. That's the problem. I took the money in the first place. That's the problem, right? But there's this domino effect, right? Where it's like, oh snap, that's a lot. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, if it's not mine, it's not mine. Boom. So it's not mine. So boom. But it doesn't disregard the reality of the circumstance. This is not the only person. There's a lot that Donor Precision got. Is this going to be a thing? Because if this is going to be a thing, I'm gonna have to step off YouTube, and I'm gonna have to be the old me for a little bit, because I'm not finna just be dealing with this like that. Like, we're gonna cover all of that, and then I'm finna come back to normal. And then if somebody has something to say, we're going to really have an adult conversation about it. We're going to have to. You know, we're going to have to, because I don't understand, but I'm not being educated about any of this, right? And I'm not here to hold anybody accountable, which is why I'm trying to keep their name out of the way, because I don't want somebody misconstruing what happened as though it was purpose driven or something like that. It's just something that happened and I didn't see it. I don't know how it works, but that's what happened. So I'm gonna be stepping away. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. I mean, other outside of that, everything is cool. You guys know. I mean, matter of fact, me and Kage, we do got something now. Doesn't mean I'm not doing what's up, the thing with Kage. But me and Kage, we got something that I think is really gonna help you guys anyway. Maybe the timing with Kage is perfect. Like when the video drops with Kage, you'll see. But hopefully, just off that one video, you guys will be able to build anything just off the one video. You know what I mean? Like that's what me and Kage are gonna be putting together. So and I really hope that this video that me and him puts out is able to at least be kind of like you can okay, well what did the video say? Oh, okay, that's what I need to use. Okay, well what did the video say? Okay, that's how I should approach this. What did the video say? That's how the blah 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 blah. You know what I mean? Well, in this moment, I'm teasing something cool. Me and Kage got a collab coming up, right? But, beyond that, I can't tell you what the collab is. You know what I mean? You'll get a teaser of it. I'll put it that way. We'll build some excitement around that one. You know what I mean? Like, we could do that. You know what I mean? But for me, I am going to be stepping away from YouTube for a little bit. I just want to give you the guys the opportunity to hear it and ask me directly, like, why? Or you have a good break or whatever your response is going to be. I want you guys to be able to respond to me in real time before I take this break, because you're not going to see me on YouTube. And I don't know for how long. Have I seen your Al Haytham? I have not seen your Al Haytham. But as far as Al Haytham, I don't even want to look at Al Haytham. Because Genshin started all this. It all started with Genshin. That's where it all came from. And that's why I'm like, yeah, I don't know how I feel about that right now. Right. I'm only on the game because I need a game on in order to talk to you guys. I'm just waiting for anybody else who may want to stop by and, giving people the opportunity to, But knowing you, bro, Jordan, knowing you, I know your I hate them is fire. I shouldn't have responded like that, but, I shouldn't have responded like that, but you gotta understand, I'm trying to keep my emotions cool, but I am actually royally pissed at Genshin and YouTube right now. Because I don't get caught slipping. It's not that I was caught slipping. It's that I walked into a new society and I didn't know the rules of the game. I know the rules of business. I didn't know the rules of donations though. And I walked in this room where donations exist and I didn't know how it worked. I didn't know. Right? So, because there's no receipts attached. So that's why it's like, there's receipts, there's transactions and all of that, but when you file the taxes, for some reason, I don't understand how this works, but you just tell them what was a donation, and then they don't check. For whatever reason, when it comes to donations, it's like you need to hire somebody to take care of that for you, or you need to know how to do it yourself. Long story short, you know what I mean? No. Yeah, I'll be in Discord. I'm not disappearing. I'm not gonna be in Discord as much as you think though. Like I need to process what just happened. So Dome Precision didn't hit YouTube until like 2 years ago. Right? We didn't start getting money until about if I remember, the first dollar Dome Precision generated came from Necro. Right? And then everything after that was everything after that. But everything after that, right, the only thing, and this was just for those who were on the stream, I asked permission from you guys. Hey, is it cool if I spend this on Zhongli? Just because somebody said spend it on Zhongli. no, don't give this to kid. You want Zhongli, you pull constellations. I'm like, do I have you ask permission? It's cool. Okay. I even asked Lost, who's one of the VPs of Domer Precision. He said, go for it. I said, okay. Because that money coming into Domer Precision is not my money. That's how that works. It's not my money, right? It's y'all money. So, but I can cover it, right? But it's the fact that I needed to cover. It's not the amount. But after I went to sleep and woke up, I thought about it and it was like, wait a minute, how much did we get over time? And is this going to happen again? And is this going to happen in the future? Like, is this a thing? Is this why content creators are cold when it comes to donations? I'm trying to wrap my head. I got to process all of this. I don't know how this works. I'm just a dude trying to be a mentor to people. I'm just a mentor. I'm not a content creator. I don't know how this stuff works. You know what I mean? I just didn't know. Yeah, I just didn't know any better. I didn't know any better. You know? Well, I'm assuming it's the taxes thing, but I can't say it because it'll be effective. It wouldn't be doxing, but it'll be making a handful of people look bad. And I'm not here, and it's not their fault, right? It's just I don't know. That's the thing. But YouTube. It's the YouTube part, and then taxes, and then there was miscommunication, right? And then between the miscommunication, right? It's like, oh, okay, I can cover it, right? And then there was this long communication about that for some reason. And then by the time it was said and done, it was like, yeah, I want it back. So then I was like, oh, okay, cool. So I covered it, but then I woke up and was like, wait a minute. This isn't the only person that donated. There's a lot of these aren't the only people that donated. Like there's a lot of people that donated. You know what I mean? There was this, covered that. How much more did we get though? We got a lot. And what happens if this becomes a trend or something like that? Like, is this why people don't refund donations? Like, because I don't feel like people shouldn't refund donations if something was wrong. But if this is how it works, I need to process what's going on. I need to figure out the tax thing. I need to figure all this stuff out, right? And I need to figure out what I'm going to do as far as donations. And if anything's going to be contributed to Donor Precision, I am actually, this is just my personal opinion, I'm actually more enticed to do it myself at this point. Like, I'll pay for stuff. You know what I mean? Like, I already paid for the website. It wasn't a lot. It was only like $200, but I don't mind covering the cost of Donor Precision. Donor Precision is my baby, to be fair. You know what I mean? I've had it for 10, 11 years. You said what? I don't think it's going to happen again. Maybe it was a taxes thing and you got it or something. I think that's all it could be. That's all I could think of. Hey, what's going on, Flo? How you doing? Like a one-time thing. Just put that super chat. Yeah, I'm turning super. No, I'm turning super chat off. Like all that is getting turned off, and I'm stopping. Like I'm about to. Like I can't shut down the Cash App, but I'm about to stop all of that. Like all of that, I'm gonna have to put a pause on all of that until I figure out. Because Donor Precision was never about money, right? But it's when I woke up and realized how much Donor Precision got is where it's like, okay, hold on, I have to. Because the thing is, you don't want to go in a room and not know what's going on in that room, right? Well, I just got a whiff of what's in that room. And it's like, wait a minute, before I take another step in this room, I need to examine what the heck is going on in this room, right? If Scoop wants his $300 back, I'm giving him his $300 back. But I'm going to have to cover that cost, not Donor Precision. He gave that to y'all. Y'all benefited off of it, but I'm going to have to cover that cost. Or I may have to cover that cost. Or however that's going to work out, I don't know, but I have to examine this room. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, and I don't have beef with Scoop. What I'm saying is I have to, but if that happens, I have to consider all this. What? We're not doing the queue today, so I apologize. I do apologize. It's the title of the video. The title of this stream is literally it is what it is. I'm stepping back from YouTube. I have to step back. Yeah, there's no queue. I'm stepping away. There are other people. There are other coaches in our community though. There's Kinkle, like he does review streams and whatnot. There's Tree Frogs. He does carries, and then there's Kage. He does reviews and he does coaches and carries. Like I'm not the only one. Like so, there's other people. So at this moment in time, if it's a views or subscriber thing, then they're gonna have to get it, right? I've I've made this case a million times. I don't care about the views or the subscribers. I care about the likes because the likes get people in so I can help people. I don't care about the metrics or the monetization of it. I don't care about the business of it. I care about the people, right? So that can go to them. They can have that. I don't need it, right? But I do need to step away, but I don't want to leave you guys hanging. Like, oh man, I wanted a review today. I was really looking forward to it. There was somebody who was looking forward to me looking at their Fiorina, I want to say, and it's like, look, I'm not looking at. I don't even want to look again. I'm not even looking at the screen right now. I'm looking at the chat, but I'm not looking at the game. I don't want to look at the game. I'm feeling some type of way about Genshin right now. No, no, no. That's the thing. That's what I'm saying. I'm not. I wasn't screwed. It wasn't. I don't think I got screwed or scammed, or I don't think it was anything like that. I think it was just miscommunication and then something about taxes. And between those two, just because I could cover the costs doesn't mean that it didn't happen and it won't happen in the future. That's why I need to take a step back and prep for this. I need to, okay, wait a minute. Is this a thing? And if it is, I need to be prepared for something like this before I even think about coming back and before I even think about donations, right? You see this bot? I got to take care of that bot, right? Sorry, my vision is getting blurred. I'm sorry about that, Shadow. We have a bot that asks for donations to Cash App. Like I have to address that. You know what I mean? Yeah, you can always hit up Shadow. Like Shadow is like the other me, right? He kind of plays a background for now, and he's playing a lot of he covers a lot of different games. You know what I mean? But as far as the culture of Dumb Precision and like what we do and all of that, like he is the other me. Well, there's a bunch of them, right? So there's Lost, there's Panda, there's Glizzy. Glizzy's doing some personal things right now, but you can always reach out to him. You can always reach out to Shadow. I'm still going to be available in Discord. I just have to step away from YouTube, right? For all intents and purposes, I'll be doing something on Twitch today, right? I'm at the last fight in Memory of Chaos because I took kind of a day off. I got an order that came in, right? I started the order, got some feedback on it, and I'm like, okay, cool. So that happened. So things are going okay, right? Think things are good, but then this popped up. Life happens. I told you guys, life happens. So life is happening, and I need to deal with that. You know what I'm saying? I hope that makes sense. Oh, why am I stepping back? I'm sorry. So I had to cover a cost, but it didn't the full scope of it didn't hit me until this morning. Right? I was hyper focused on like these donations, right? And I had to resolve these donations, right? And I covered the cost, but when I woke up I realized, okay, there's a lot more donations. Okay, now I can't cover all of the donations. And if I want to cover if I want to cover all of the donations that Dover Precision's ever gotten, or if I need to figure out before I take a donation, I need to match it, basically. In the event that something goes wrong, we're talking about finances and communication, and when it comes to money, people be having feelings about money. So it's like I need to be aware of this. Not every just because somebody I can't wait for somebody else to be aware of what's going on when it comes to money and emotions and donations and this, that, and the third. I can't expect them to be aware of it. I need to be aware of it. If I'm aware of it, I'm holding myself responsible for that. You know what I mean? This ain't them. This is because I didn't see it coming, and I need to address it from that standpoint. So that way, if it comes in the future, then oh, okay, well, cool. I already got a card for that. I'm gonna play this card. Don't get it off me. You know what I mean? I ain't got time for that. But now I have to invest all this time because I gotta figure out I gotta figure out the rest of these now. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it's all stemming from YouTube. You know what I mean? Between like Cash App and Super Chat, and there's like a bunch of people, and it's like, now wait a minute, I need to now hold on now. I didn't say anything, I didn't do anything, right? It's not like I said something on stream and now people want their money back. That's not what happened, right? It's just there's a tax thing, and then there was something happened. So nothing bad happened, but something happened, and they want their money back. So but I could cover that. But how much? But how much? Like how much other? There was like $4,000 that Delmer Precision was given over time. So it may not look like a lot of welcomes was given away or a lot of things was happening to Delmer Precision, but total there was about $3,800. I think a little more than that total that Delmer Precision has gotten over time. I covered 1,500 of it. I don't know what I'm gonna do about this other balance though. If it's gonna come back and bite me, or somebody's gonna want to, you know what I mean? I don't know what that's gonna look like. You know what I'm saying? And I need to be ready for that. I need to figure out that. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm trying to, and you guys know I like people, so I'm trying to figure out the thought process with all of this. Right? So I have two aspects that I'm gonna be thinking about today while I'm not streaming. One is what's the taxes thing? I need to figure that part out first, right? What's the laws and taxes and all of that jazz behind that? So then if this happens, I'm not worried about what happened yesterday. I'm worried about the future. So in the future, that'll make me a little bit more mindful as to who am I accepting donations from, right? What am I accepting the donations for? That way I can keep it all clean and kosher. Because just because a dollar comes in doesn't mean it's a good dollar. Not that these dollars weren't good dollars. It's just I need to be aware of this because somebody could give a bad dollar. And if they give a bad, and when I thought about it, I've gotten bad dollars before. I've gotten dollars from people I don't want dollars. I probably shouldn't have taken money from. For reasons I shouldn't have taken money. Like, hey, I'm going to pay you this, do this. And then so I'll take it, give Dover Precision the money, but then I'll do the thing on the stream. That's happened quite a few times. When I was like, I don't really care about this, but I'm going to do it because we got a donation. Right? So I'm like doing the monkey dance, the puppet dance, and it's like, wait a minute, I need to be aware of what's going on. Let me step back and really look at this so I can handle it. You know what I'm saying? Hey, what's going on, Angel? How you doing? Yeah, YouTube takes 30%. But it wasn't a YouTube, it was a Cash App donation. So it wasn't, there's no percentages involved. No, it's not a Cash App scam. It's not a scam. It's not a scam. It's just, it's a foreign territory to me is what it is. Right? There's no scam anywhere. It's just, it's foreign territory. I hope I'm not complicating this. You know what I mean? But I really hope I'm not complicating this. Dawn Precision has received a little over $4,000 total, right? $1,500 of the donations that Donor Precision got, I had to cover. I don't have a problem covering it, right? So I covered it. I went to sleep. I woke up, and I realized that there's another 2,500. So if this 2,500 comes out of nowhere, okay, well, I can't cover that. Right? So what is all this? Like, how does this work? What is all this? I got to process this. Right? And it all stems from me accepting donations on YouTube. When I'm not even about donate, like I don't even care about the money. You know what I mean? So that's why it's like I need to step away and process all this for a second. No, it's cool. I mean, it's cool. It's not a big deal. You know what I mean? No, it's not 30% because it wasn't on YouTube. It was donated via Cash App, right? So donations via Cash App, there's no percentages. It's just Cash App. When somebody donates via Cash App, is let's say somebody donates like $100, right? Donor Precision gets 100% of that, right? Now, if it was donated via YouTube, there's nothing I could do about it. I can't. I can refund it, but it's not the same. But if it's Cash App, I have to just go off morality. And morally speaking, if that person feels like that's their money, then that's their money, right? But I can cover 1,500, but there's 4,000 total, right? So I can't cover the rest of that, right? There's that, and is this going to be a thing in the future? You see what I'm saying? What's going on, Preston? You see what I'm saying, though? So that's the converse. That's what's going on, right? You know, it's going to be a little bit random as far as me on Twitch. I'll probably be on Twitch here and there, but I'm not going to be on. I'm not going to be. I'm 100% stepping away from YouTube. I'm going to do the Kage thing because that's a commitment, and I like Kage, respect Kage. I want Kage to be successful. You know what I mean? And I think the idea is super dope. I think the idea is dope. I'm excited about that one, right? But as far as me on YouTube, as far as Done with Precision, I don't want Done with Precision doing any kind of transactions on the internet for like a minute. Like there needs to be no money being exchanged between any person and Done with Precision for like a while. Yeah, if you gave $1, yeah, if you gave $1 on YouTube, then yeah, Done with Precision would get 70 cents. That's how it works on YouTube. When you donate super chat, so YouTube is more complicated. So when you donate on YouTube, YouTube takes 30%, but then also you have to hit $100 minimum before it actually pays out, and it doesn't pay out until the next month, right? So let's say somebody gives a $99 donation, YouTube is going to keep 30% of that, but then also it's not going to pay out until somebody donates one more dollar to make it 100, right? So let's say in September, some $99 we get a super chat for $99, right? Then it's like, okay, we got $100. Well, it's not $100. September we got 99. This is not what happened, but I'm just giving you an example. Let's say in September we get 99, and then in October we get $1. October 1st we get $1. That $100 total won't get paid out until November, and YouTube keeps 30%. That's how it works. Right, so as far as YouTube, we're not at $100 yet, so I don't have that payout. Right, I could tell you how much it is here in a little. I have to go look it up, but it's not. I know it's not $100 yet. Right, and I was actually thinking about donating myself just so it can hit $100, just so I can do the payout, just so I can give everybody their welcomes or whatever we're gonna do with that money. Right, but yeah. Hold on, let me make sure I'm reading the chat because that's the reason I'm even streaming. So I can answer you guys' questions. So basically, people donated, but wanted their money back. So if it was 100% refunded, and so you lose 100% of the money. So TLDR, okay? Don't precision. So don't. There's $1,500 worth of donations that happened, right? They filed the 1,500 as donations, write-off reasons, whatever the tax reasons are, right? When I filed, I didn't see anywhere when I was filing where you could mark as donations for the transaction. So I have all these transactions that aren't marked as donations. Now, I guess that could trigger an audit, and it's like, oh, okay, well, if that triggers an audit, it could trigger an audit for me, but my tax situation, you can audit mine, and I might get a $50 fine. Like, I'm sure mine is not a problem. But for this other person, whatever audit they get, they might be screwed, right? They might be entirely too screwed, right? So because I didn't file it correctly, that's putting their tax situation at risk. So to make everything right, I covered the cost. That was Done with Precision. Done with Precision got that money, but I covered it. Does it make sense? Somebody gave something to Done with Precision, they took it back, and then I had to cover the cost for Done with Precision because Done with Precision spent it already. Look at Dome Precision, the entity, as a person. Somebody gives Dome Precision, the person, $1,500. Not somebody, it was a bunch of people. But somebody, so they give Dome Precision $1,500. And then Dome Precision spends the $1,500. So the money's gone. Well, then something happens via taxes, and they're like, ooh, I need that back because you didn't file it correctly. It's like, oh, snap. Okay. But then it was more to it than that, but I'm just using that because that's the safest route to explain what happened without making, because if you guys find out who these people are, I don't want you guys attacking them because it's not their fault. Right? But it put me in a bind, and it's like I have to step back because it didn't put me in a bind, but it put me in a bind. So it's like, hold on, wait a minute. What happens if what's going to happen with the other 2,500? I don't know exactly the total, but I know it's somewhere up there, right? I can't cover every dollar Dome Precision has gotten because Dome Precision has gotten a lot. But if this is what happens, I need to learn this like now, and I need to wrap my head around it. And if people, and this is how people operate, I need to know how people operate too. I need to learn from everything that happened before I come back. I need to take a step back. I need to study everything that happened and learn from it. And then when I come back, then if somebody throws a ninja star, I can catch it and just throw it right back. I want my money back. That's cool. Doubles in the pot anyway. Here's your money. Never come to Dome Precision again. I can do something like that, right? But I can't do that right now, right? There's right. So I have to address it because I accepted the money on behalf of Dome Precision. Was it all filed? So to my understanding, it was filed correctly on their side. Taxes aren't even, nothing happened with taxes because tax season technically isn't even over. Like it's not over until the 31st. Nothing's going to happen until January, right? Like nothing's going to happen until, matter of fact, nothing's going to happen really until April. You know what I'm saying? So, but there's a fear, right? Now I can still amend mine, but that's not this. The only reason I'm saying taxes is because that's one piece of the puzzle, right? When I tell you the other piece of the puzzle, that I don't want you guys to one day figure out who it is and then start attacking that person. Because the tax thing is a piece of it. The other piece of it is that there was miscommunication. Right? There was something that happened and somehow it came up. And when it came up, I was like, I can cover it if it's that serious. And I guess to them, it was that serious. And then it was this weird, like, telling each other who they are type of thing. Like, you're a liar. I'm not a liar. I told you I would cover it, and I can. Right? So then I covered it, and then I guess they were cool all of a sudden. And it's like, dude, what is going on right now? But then I slept on it, and I woke up and was like, wait a minute. This is just 1,500 of Dome Precision, what Dome Precision has gotten. There's more. And what are those people like? What are those conversations going to look like? What is all of this going to look like? What am I in for a battle? Right? It's not big, but what does it look like? Right? I don't mind being caught off guard, but I need to be able to do my kung fu while I'm in there. Right? If I need to punch on somebody's ego, I'm punching on their ego. Right? If you're gonna put me in a bind, you got to take these hands. You see what I'm saying? If this is how you're gonna be, you're gonna hear me out. I'll keep my mouth shut if everything is kosher. But if things are gonna be weird, then you're gonna hear me out, or you're not getting it back. So you're going to hear me out and then you'll get it back. Right? But that's what's going to be happening in the future. But I don't know. That's just one piece of the puzzle. Right? It's all to protect the identity of the donators. That's what I'm saying. I need to protect their identity. right? Their identity does matter, and whatever beef, if there's even a beef, that's between me and the donators. That has nothing to do with you guys, right? Long story short, I wasn't a good leader financially, right? And that's okay. I learned, but the cost is covered. Donor precision is still fine. Like as an entity is fine. I just need to be able to see if something down the pipeline could potentially come up, and I need to make sure I have a plan in place in the event something comes up. That's what that is, right? I have a bill I have to pay my mom that I haven't paid yet, and I just paid this person. Not I keep saying this person. I just paid these people $1,500. My mom's bill is 60, and I still owe her. I still owe my mom 60. They got their money before my mom got her money. That's how crazy it was. My mom sent me this bill 2 days ago. I want you guys to understand how serious this is. That's the only reason I even mentioned that small little detail. I want you guys to understand how serious this is. Right, so that's why I'm stepping away. Right. Hopefully it's all for everything to be better in the future. At least that's the goal, right? So that's resolved, right? So between those people and Donor Precision, we should be square, handshake, happy, hugs. Everything should be good now, right? So I think everything is good over there. But the reality is there's still like 2,500 floating out there, right? And there's bad blood with those people. There's like $430 of bad blood with somebody. Because I told somebody, because I was like, because money doesn't control me. If you want your if you want your little 400, here's your 400. But that's gonna be another 400. If you want your 300, okay, I gotta give you your 300. But that's another 300. Like, what is this gonna look like in the future? And all of this is because I accepted it. If I didn't accept it in the first place, I wouldn't I wouldn't be in this situation. But I accepted it, right? And then people feel like they could talk a certain way, and it's like, you're not going to talk to me no kind of way. I'll pay to cuss you out. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. Like, I'm still a human. Money doesn't control me. It really doesn't. If I need a bag, I'll go get a bag. But now I need to go get a bag. Right? So that's where I'm at. What's going on, Jaja? How you doing? No. Mom's is fine. No, I have the money. No, listen. I have the money. I don't have the money to spare. I don't have $2,500 to spare. Like, I don't. They just have. I can't just lose $2,500. The $1,500, sure. Like, that was a savings account thing. Like, I could say, okay, this is out the savings. Right? That's okay. Taxes. That makes sense. Blah blah blah. If that's gonna square everything away, okay, cool. To do it 2.5 more times, okay, now we have a problem. Like, to do it again and then some, I can't do it again and then some. Like, no, I'm not doing this again. Like, so let me go on ahead and let me step back. And it's either I need to make a bag, I need to either go get some bags, right, and create a pocket, or I need to budget out or come up with a financial plan to pay all of it back. Just pay all of it back. You know what I mean? I need to pay like all of it. Just pay, or just give all the donations back. And then as far as going in the future, set up some kind of financial structure to where Donor Precision is self-sustaining financially. That's what I need to do. I would almost rather accept donations from organizations at this point. Does that make sense? Nightbot cracking jokes. No, wow. You see, I got to do the Nightbot thing. Right, so. With some experience with the situation? No, because I know what they all say. They all say you don't have to give it back. That's what they all say. Once you donate, that's it. That's what they all say. Right, but this wasn't one of those type of situations. Like I said, the tax thing was only a part of it. There was something else going on. Right, there was feelings and all this other stuff. There was something else going on though. Right, and when it comes to people, I need to square that away. So it's squared away now. But half of it. So the taxes thing is just that's just for argument's sake. That's just to say I'm entitled to the money. That I know that like that's what that is. That's why I keep saying that. But the reality of it is that it's not the taxes thing. The taxes thing does play a role, but it's the heart of it is not the taxes thing. I can tell you that, right? But it's they had their reasons, right? And then I wanted to make sure everything was square anyway. Like, okay, we need to flatline everything and we need to scrape everything because something is going on, and I don't need to be doing this, right? So the cost was covered. Boop, so I covered the cost. But at the end of the day, it started from YouTube and taking donations on YouTube. That's not on YouTube's platform, but streaming on YouTube and people donating, that's where this came from. So that's where I'm like, no, I'm good. Yeah, no, it's not. It's not about. It's not a. Well, I don't think it. I hope it won't be a battle. It's the 2500 is kind of what I'm tripping on. You know what I mean? That's kind of what, because it's like it didn't hit me until this morning. It's like, oh snap, hold on. So what time is it? Because I'm about to stop streaming. Because I'm gonna smoke and go for a walk. And I need to make some phone calls to I need to call some friends and some family. I'm not gonna be asking for nothing, but I'm gonna need some advice. I'm gonna be reaching out there. I'm gonna be talking to family today. Like family and close friends, and that's who I'm talking to today. Yeah. Okay, cool. All right, so, I mean, is there any other questions or anything or whatever? Like, really, the main thing I can't answer, I can't tell you the people involved. I can't, so if that's your question, I can't tell you that. Wait, what's going on? Yeah, what's your question, Flo? You said, what's going on? Yeah, Ari, I'm going to be stepping away from YouTube. I'll still be in Discord. You might catch me on Twitch every now and again, right? But I am not going to be on YouTube. And if people need reviews or carries or whatever, there's Tree Frogs, there's Kage, and there's Kinkle. You guys are going to have to reach out to them. For now, at least. Like, they could, if they want the views, and give it to them. I can't do it right now. I have something I got to deal with. Well, it's something I got to deal with and figure out. It's more figure out. I got something I got to figure out. But yeah, what's your question, Flo? It could be Genshin related. It's fine. It's like, it doesn't matter to me. How long? Is it bad? It feels bad, but it's not bad inherently. It's just more. I don't do social media, but I do marketing. And the company I have, it does offer social media management, yes. But it's my job, yeah. Yeah. Why do you ask? But yeah, I don't know how long, Ari, to be honest with you. It could be a week, it could be 2 months. You know what I mean? It's gonna be at least a week though. Like, you're not gonna see me on YouTube for. Yeah, so I own a business that does. So I own a business that does. It does like business management. So, long story short, I manage a business. I manage businesses like presence. I manage their presentation and presence. Long story short, right? So, how they are on the web, what their marketing looks like, what their logos are, and their stationery and whatnot. Like I take care of all that. You know what I mean? And I do a lot of consulting around that. That's what I do. Like when I was trying to tell people about like their thumbnails, and I'm trying to tell people about branding. Yes, Kinkle, you. When I was trying to tell him about his branding, that's why I was saying that, because it's my job. Like, I know what I'm talking about. Do that. I want you to win. But if that's wrong in telling you that, then I don't know what to tell you, bro. But yeah, that's my job. That's what I do. I have like if I count, so active clients only have 4, but I have like 11 in my pipe. I have like 11 in my database right now. Like there's like 5 organizations and like 6. Hold on, I gotta count. There are. It's not big. It's not a lot, and it's not busy, right? But there's 1. They're not even active right now. There's 2. They're not active. There's 3. They have something coming up this month or January. There's 4. They're not active. There's 5. They have something coming up next month. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there's 10. There's 10 organizations. But they're like inactive and whatnot. Like some of like they're not doing anything. Because it's December, school break, like they're all educational. Like all of them are educational, I think, except 2 of them. One is an LGBT organization, the other one's a sports organization. Not NFL, not nothing like that. It's like a sports. They have a sports product. How can you refund a donation? I'm assuming because it wasn't marked as a donation. But that's why I'm stepping away, because I need to learn about all this stuff. You know how Burger's like, I'm going to not be here because I have to study for a test and I have exams coming up? I'm doing that. Except in life. I'm doing that, but with life. But because I'm like the face of Dome Precision or whatever, I have to come out on stage and tell everybody. And then answer any questions. No, it's definitely gonna be a break. Yeah, I'm not disappearing forever. It's just I need to step away, process it. I need to process what's going on. I don't know what's going on. I just sent I just sent out $1,500 yesterday to cover donations. I need to process what just happened. That's not a little bit of money. Whether I can afford it or not, that's not a little bit of money. But I need to process mentally what just happened. Yeah, so Dome Precision got like $4,000 over time. I think I have to actually look up the number. But Dome Precision got a lot of money over time. Right? Remember when you guys were getting a bunch of Welkins and all of that, and all that stuff? Remember just Welkins out of nowhere? Like there's people, right? There's multiple people, right? And something happened, and so first things first. It's not like Dome Precision got scammed. If anything, Dome Precision was used as a bank account, is what it sounds like, right? So the money sat in Dome Precision, and then the money is not in Dome Precision anymore. But the problem is when it sat in Dome Precision spent the money. So then the money is not in Dome Precision anymore. But I had to cover that on my personal bank account. But there's a remaining $2,500 out there. So I have to process what the heck is going on. So I'm not going to be streaming. What is it? It's 1:11. I'm 11 minutes past when I wanted to stream. But Ari, you're my homegirl, so I will re-answer all this. Yeah, today is Saturday. I was going to do Genshin. I'm not doing Genshin today. Be blessed. That's what's up, Hifumi. You take it easy. Oh, that's what's up, Burger. Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm gonna be I'm gonna be closing out the stream right now. So don't speculate or whatever. Like, don't worry about it. Everything's they'll explain it to you, right? No, I'm not doing Genshin today. TLDR Burger, because I don't want this word getting thrown out there. I don't want people saying scam or something like that. It's not a scam, right? It's just something weird happened. I had to cover a cost with Dome Precision, but because of how big that cost was, and there's more, it's like, wait a minute, hold on. I need to process all this, so I'm stepping away so I can figure out what the heck is going on. Honestly, I thought about quitting YouTube. Like, I don't want to do, I want to do Dome with Precision. I don't care about YouTube. YouTube is bad business right now, unless I'm cutthroat and don't care about people. If I don't care about people, it's fantastic. I could have just kept it, and I could just keep all of it and just be like, screw you, but that's not the kind of person I am. But if I want to maintain my sense of integrity and not be that type of person, I need to operate a certain way. I need to process all this type of information. That's what I'm going to be doing today. I need to process all that because I'm not going to be cutthroat. YouTube is known for screw. I mean, it probably is. Yeah, I know YouTube is weird, right? But this, all these, it's stemming from YouTube. So people will come into YouTube, see it, donate, right? I give the money away to you guys. Now now they want their money back because it wasn't filed on taxes. But it's not because it wasn't filed on taxes. You see how confusing that is, right? This is the conversation I was having. You see how it sounds confusing? These are the conversations I've been having. And when I tell you they've been frustrating on a degree that I can't even express, just when I give you guys these life experiences and I tell you guys like about some of this stuff, I'm like, look, I'm telling you guys, I'm like I've gone through this or I'm going through it. YouTube takes 30%. Yeah. So they're donated via Cash App. They come to YouTube, they see a thing, they donate via Cash App. Cash App, what's the Twitch? Done with precision. So I'll be on Twitch. I'm not going to have donations on Twitch. You know what I mean? And that's another thing. If you do it on Twitch, I don't think I can refund it. Like, I guess you can. I mean, I don't know how it works on Twitch. Right? But I do not want to do donations. Not with this experience. Right? I don't want to, at least for now, I don't want to do them for now. You know what I'm saying? But that's why I'm like, I need to step away from YouTube. I stream on YouTube, a donation. So we had a period, so Flo, we had a period of time where we were just getting donations left and right? Like it was coming out of nowhere. And it wasn't just one person, it was a bunch of people, right? So all this is happening. No, just don't, no. Nope, Dome Precision doesn't need to be involved in any financial transactions at all. Yeah, there needs to be no transactions because all of this transpired because of transactions. If Dome Precision never took money in the first place, I wouldn't be doing this stream right now. But the problem is, I accepted money for Dome Precision so we can give away Welkins, and now I need to cover all of that cost. Or I don't have to, but I covered a big portion of that cost. I didn't have a problem covering that portion of the cost. But I forgot that there is like another $2,500 plus that Dome Precision got for all these Welkins. You got to remember, there were so many Welkins that were given away, you have no idea. I mean, DM after DM after DM after DM, it's ridiculous. Like, there were DM, so we would do lists of people, but it's not even lists of people. You forget, I get DMs too, of people wanting a one-off, like, Welkin. And that would happen, like, so let's say we gave away 20, I'd have at least 5 DMs. Right? So some of them would come out of the main half, and then every time, without fail, another 10% would come out of the Dome Precision fund, which is why the fund itself is in a deficit. Right? There's only $140 in there after the event last week, and I'm reserving the $140 because I'm still trying to think of a way to throw a TCG tournament in Europe, and I want a prize pool for Europe. Right? But it's in a severe deficit because Welkins were given away all the time. And I was pulling from that fund to pay for these Welkins. Right? So half of the money went to Welkins because that's where half of the money goes. And then the other half is just there for the operations of Dome Precision, like nitro boosts and whatnot, and Discord bots or whatever, right? But then some people needed Welkins. So it's like, okay, we got a surplus, so I could just move the money from there. But how much money was actually moving, right? I need to step back and say, okay, well, what am I going? So first off, there's nothing I can do about the 1500. But what happens if this 430 comes up? Do I say no? You know what I mean? Do a tournament for fun? No, that's why I wanted to do it. I wanted to do it for fun, but I mean, but I don't know. I don't know how to do that. You know what I mean? I don't know how to do it and have it streamed on this channel and like operate it, correctly. And it was hard doing it the first time. Like it's so bad. Like TCG from a tournament perspective, is so hard to present. MiHoYo didn't do it correctly. Like MiHoYo's TCG tournament, they couldn't even do a proper spectate mode. They don't have a way to avoid stream sniping. The company that made the product doesn't have a way to avoid stream sniping, which is insane. And it was an official from MiHoYo on MiHoYo's like Twitch TCG tournament, and they couldn't avoid stream sniping, which is why they needed both parties present in a building where they can't see the stream. It's ridiculous. So TCG, so I don't know what they want to do with TCG. Are you going to send an email to YouTube? No. This is a between adults type of situation. This isn't companies and stuff. I didn't file the taxes. So when I wrote the tax, because I didn't write off 1500, but when I had put the money in as income, it went in as income, as though it was worked for, but it didn't go in as a donation, right? And when it went in as a donation, right, I know I'm not finna just be getting crazy audits, and if I am, I don't know how this works. I'll just amend it, right? The thing is, I haven't amended it yet. The times when I was supposed to amend it, I got distracted. I'm going to hold myself accountable for that. I haven't amended it yet. You can amend the taxes and make those corrections before they get submitted. I understand that. And mine have been submitted, but nothing happens until next year, right? So if I do it, it's probably too late now, or it's probably not too late. I mean, billionaires change their taxes all the time, right? So, but if I call in, no, I can just amend it. Oh, by the way, this amount right here was donation. That's a donation amount. Like, that's not income. Those are donations, right? So I can take that part and fix that part, but that doesn't seem to be the case. There's something else going on, but it's not just these people that I squared away. I squared away 1500, but there's still 2500 and the future to look at. Yeah, all's going to be fine. Yeah, it's just a little setback. I just need to process what happened. That's not a little bit of money. I couldn't get anybody Christmas presents. Right? And that's why I say it's important for you guys to make sure you save your money, because stuff happens. You have to save your money. I avoided getting anybody Christmas presents. I got nobody Christmas presents this year. Is that just income tax or personal? Well, I have a sole proprietorship, so it goes under personal, right? But yeah, right? It's because you don't spend money unless you have 5 times the amount to spend. I don't have 5 times the amount to spend. What I was trying to do for Christmas, right? But if I got a bunch of people Christmas presents, they wouldn't have got that money back. Right? But that was going to be investment money that I was using in my business, though. I was going to spend a couple of dollars and get some marketing materials, but I had to cover this cost. I can still get the marketing materials. It's just I have to budget it different now, right? But that's what happened. So now now I got to go get a bag. But now I know. You know what I mean? Now I know. It doesn't mean anything as far as these people are concerned. These people over here, I'm not tripping on the people. It's what happened. I'm more so, if anything, I'm more so tripping about the people over here who haven't been paid. Them the ones I'm tripping on. You know what I mean? Those are the ones, because one of them is extremely spiteful. The other one, I kind of low key feel like he entitled to get his money back. You know what I mean? Like I low key, he caught a stray one of them caught a stray. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I gotta figure this out. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. It is what it is. But that's what happens when you accept donations. So you guys take this experience and run with this one. Doma Precision accepted money, right? It could, quote unquote, be a gift. Now this gift has turned into a business transaction, and now it's doing business transaction things. So before you accept anything from anybody, whether it's a Christmas gift or otherwise, know who's giving it to you. Because you may have to cover a cost for Doma Precision, metaphorically speaking. Just know that, right? The reason why it was covered, there's some righteousness in there, right? There's nothing that it's the other ones I'm worried about. Okay, those are the ones those are the ones I'm paying attention to. I need to figure that out because it's just this woke me up to those, and the future. It's like okay, I get it. Right, so yeah. So anyway, any questions before I stop the stream? And you guys know I cut somebody out to their face. So if they're in the stream, I'm not trying to cover them and protect them because they're in the stream. No, I'd smoke them in the stream if I wanted to. But that's not what the situation is. Like it's like everything is still cool. I just have to cover a cost. That makes sense. I was asking my friends what they wanted for Christmas, and Solo was like, "I'd tell they tripping. Yep, no more donations. Yep, no more No, that's what we're not doing. We're not doing nope. If Doma Precision was my homie, I'd be telling my homie, you need to stop. You need to take your credit card off the internet right now. You ready to fight? That's what I'm saying. The people over here are cool. Right? I'm still trying to figure that part out, but that something over there needed a reset. Run the social media channels. Like instead of donating, just hop on and do a silly post. Done with donations. Big facts. Yep, you might as well delete that donation. We're not doing donations. Like all the donation things are going away. And I'm gonna be converting. Like I have to wait till tax season is over, but I'm converting that Cash App to my business. Doma Precision is not going to take donations anymore. If Doma Precision is going to do something, it's coming out of my pocket. And I'm telling Kage about this too. I'll be like, Kage, look, don't you ever take a donation. And if you do, you better immediately throw that into a donation bucket. And you need to write that. That is the first thing you need to do. Before you take a donation, you need to decide whether you're going to be willing to refund this later. If you're not going to refund it, you need to put it under donations, period, and you do not touch it. Just leave it there. Don't even spend it. Don't pull a character. I kid you not. Just leave it there. Wait till the tax season is over, not the quarter, because that's not how it works. Wait until the next year, and then if nothing happened, sure, do what you want with it. Does that make sense? You said what? What if I wanted someone to get a Welkin? Then you get them the Welkin. Yep, Codershop.gg. Codershop is not the problem. Codershop had nothing to do with it. It's nothing to do with that. It has to do with the amount and taxes, and they felt some type of way. And I'm not that type of person to just be having somebody feel some type of way, especially over money, especially if I can afford to cover it. So I covered it, and everything is good now. But but that said, it does say something about the future, and I'm not paying attention. Right, so I need to pay attention more, basically. So anyway, so long story short, so that's it. So that's it. You guys have a grand old time. I have not been playing Genshin. I have been dealing with that. So, yeah. So you're not gonna see me on this game probably, but yeah, that's it. Actually, I just realized how much stuff has changed for me for the last 2 months that I haven't told y'all. Okay, I will listen to this. What did change? I do want to hear this. I'm assuming it's for the good, right? Is this for the good? I mean, I'd like to hear it. Okay, yeah. So anyway, so without further ado, this is CS from DWP. It was supposed to be done with precision, but I didn't have my crosshair lined up because that's you think everything is good, but I didn't prepare correctly. Basically, long story short, and I can't hold nobody accountable except myself on that one. To be frank, right? But anyway, without further ado, this is CS from DWP. If you enjoyed yourself during the stream, don't forget to like and subscribe. And as always, keep your wig screwed on tight, like for real. And I will be hollering at y'all. I'll holler at y'all when I see you. You feel me? Wait, what? Bye. For real. No, it's time for you to deal with stuff. Well, I went to karaoke with my friends on Thursday and that helped me make up my mind. I'm going to ask. Uh-oh! All right, man. You take care. All right, y'all. Peace.